This question was mainly dealing with time management. So they were getting ready to take their exam again, which is not uncommon. So unfortunately, it's not the first time. So they know the material, however, their time management is awful. So they've done extra practice tests, they've reviewed videos. So is there any more advice that we can give? So I actually do CPC review courses in our area through AAPC chapters and in teaching as well. So there's a couple things that we try and stress for time management. So if you take a practice exam and break it up into increments. So if you think that you have 150 questions in 5 hours and 40 minutes, that's just over 2 minutes a question. It's 2.25 minutes, so 2 minutes and 15 seconds about. So if you can break that into 30 questions in 1 hour. So if you look at that, 30 questions in 1 hour, that's 150 questions in 5 hours. That gives you that extra time. So if you can kind of work on breaking down some of those practice exams into just sections, just that you get into a routine, and that might help you with some of your time and see how long you're spending on some of these questions. So if we do break your exam up into 30 questions is one good way. And the second one is depending on what kind of person you are. Do you like to do the harder ones and get that tough section so that you're not feeling rushed when you get to that final question? You go, oh my gosh, you're not thinking straight. Or do you like to answer all the easy ones first, go to the anatomy section or the terminology or the radiology and get those out of the way, and then you can that way you feel like you have more time to concentrate on some of those tougher questions or the long operative note kind of things. Time management is also very important if your books are properly prepared. So have your pages tabbed or flagged or however, but also familiarize yourself with the sections. And I'll tell you, I took 2 exams this past year, and I don't know how many times I flipped to the front of that ICD-10 for the guidelines, and they're in the back. And I've even taken 2 of them, but I was so used to them being in the front, and now they're in the back, and it just was draining me. So, and where to find those pictures of the anatomy. Have them marked if you need. So when you get to that eye question, you go, okay, wait a minute, what was that muscle's name again? And have that reference available to you can help with that time management, that not feeling so stressed. If you just kind of review and go, oh yeah, they're in the HCPCS book, they're not in the CPT book. So narrow down your answers with similar codes. So of course, you always get the 2. So if time management, you go, wow, there's only 1 code difference between A and B. Let me look at that 1 code and see if that might be it. And that's going to be able to get rid of 2 of your questions or be able to get 1 of them. That way of narrowing down your answers to find the most appropriate one. And sometimes you just got to go with that best answer you think it is and move on. You can't stress about it. You get to have 45 questions wrong and still pass the test. So if it's really bothering you that bad, you're like, I'm pretty confident it's this one, I'm going to go with A. Don't double guess yourself. Just move on. Go on to the next one. Another thing we suggest, get up, take a 2-minute break. Put your pencil down, close your eyes, take your breathing, whatever you need, walk down the hall and come back, that quick little bathroom break, anything to get that mind distracted. And when you come back, you start to feel a little bit more comfortable, a little bit better. And it does help with time management. You think, I don't have 2 minutes. I can't get up and go for a walk. That 2 minutes is going to save you in the end. To study or not to study the day before? Were you always cramming in high school or college? Does that work for you? So we usually suggest read a different book the day beforehand. Watch your binge TV watch, something to kind of either relax your brain a little bit and don't be so stressed, because sometimes when you do that cramming the night before, you swear you saw that answer and now you can't find it, and you might spend more time looking in the book for an answer that you didn't really see because your brain is so stressed. And of course, the most some of the most important time management techniques. It really is time management. You don't think that getting a full night's sleep, hydrating, drinking your water. Suzanne was doing it when we first started. She was hydrating, and getting those complete meals, proper snacks, enough protein, really does get the brain going. You might feel you're so rushed. You want to get there ahead of time. You want to get there early, so you stop at the drive-through and you get the Egg McMuffin and the Coke, and then you get there and now you're just drained. So you may not think those things are time management, but they really do help. So you get that full night of sleep, you're feeling relaxed. Now you can move on with the exam. So, and of course, always good luck with any exam that you take, and just know you did the best job that you could.
Do you need more medical certification and business training? Learn more at www.cco.us.